Now, the reason why I made this video is because I'm getting a lot of questions about being an introvert in sales. Do I need to become more pushy, loud, obnoxious, or fake, or even sell my soul? Specifically, people are asking me, can introverts be successful in sales? Well, I'm really glad that you asked that. It's a very good question, and here are several ways that I discover to make it much easier for introverts to thrive in sales. There is this belief that introverts have a dead-on arrival status in the world of sales. However, this reputation is generally created and believed by people who have no idea who the most successful salespeople are. More often than not, some of the top salespeople and leaders are actually self-admitted introverts who have learned how to make their natural inclinations their strengths in the world of business. There is a myth that introverts are terrible at sales. Probably you heard something like this. I need to see you trying harder to close sales. You spend so long with people. I never heard you pitch the product. The truth of the matter is, introverts excel at sales. The difference is in the execution. Extroverts, they don't mind cold calling. They want to see immediate reactions and immediate feedback. They are good at pushing for a decision. They are good at thinking on their feet and actually fielding resistance from the customer. For better or for worse, now the picture of the classic used car salesman is probably coming to your mind right now. Introverts take a more gentle approach. They listen deeply to the client's concerns. We internalize the customer's needs and immediately we start problem solving in our heads. How can my product or my service solve your problem? So introverts take the time to build a trust relationship with the client and whether they make the sale or not. And we usually do this because of the relationship building skill. The customer walks away thinking, this person actually wants to help me. He cares about me. Now, the truth of the matter is, at least from my experience, introverts are far better salespeople in the long run. We have game, and our strengths are something that we should be proud of and build our business and grow our sales in a unique way. I trained many introverts from different industries, software sales, banking, financial services, direct selling, MLM, you name it. And they all learn how to draw upon their strengths. So they have excelled greatly in their field as a result. Let me name few strengths. First major strength is calm in the storm. It involves composure. Often mistaken for being too reserved or even shy, many introverts instead sit back to give themselves a better vantage point. We are able to avoid getting emotionally entangled in the discussion and see all the players engaged as well as their various interests and directions. The more knowledge a person has, obviously, the more he can strategize and manage the sale at an advantage. Composure has other side effects that work to the benefit of the introverts in sales. Being calm, being collected has the general effect of putting clients at ease rather than being tense or defensive. And too often, aggressive salespeople are either not trusted or simply annoying. So potential clients climb up and walk away early when they feel they are being led down a path, often switching to another provider who comes across a bit more honest and less salesy. The introvert gets around this problem because there is no emotional push, no aggression, no hard sell. Instead, introvert comes in, provides the facts, identifies the problem the client has, and then offers a viable, practical solution. By getting the discussion away from questioning a salesperson's honesty and back to focusing on the product or service, a sale and deal is far more likely to be closed. By allowing a meeting with the clients to be comfortable rather than an event of heavy pressure and hard selling, the introvert is able to land sales where the traditional salesperson, where the extrovert would find significant resistance and often fails. Another strength is making the connection. Introverts in sales, they put a high priority on relationship building with clients. They are not into the deal for a single sale and then off to the next one because it drains their energy. We are not made to make 100 calls a day, but we are far more likely to build long long-term streams of revenue by working with the same clients again and again. Next strength, it's lending an ear. Introverts have a keen, well-trained ability to actually listening to people. Very often clients want to tell salespeople what they are dealing with, explain the issue, discuss what really matters to them, what's truly important to them. Unfortunately, many salespeople, they already have a script they feel they need to follow to make a sale. That's how they are trained. These two things, they simply don't mix. Instead, the customer ends up being turned off because the salesperson won't do the most simply easy thing in selling, listening. Lots of salespeople, they like to listen, but they like to listen to themselves talking. Introverts, on the other hand, are quite adept at listening people and letting people talk around them. We take in all the details and statements. We ask deeper questions. We dig deeper for more information before we offer any kind of solution. By getting the big picture that matters to the client, that's the way we can open the door for us. Following a script, guess what? It's not working. In fact, many introverts will spend more than 2/3 of the sales meeting discussion asking the question rather than wasting time on a sales pitch. One more strength, it's matching a fix with a need. Introverted salesperson is often able to take on the role as the expert problem solver. We love to be expert because we are passionate in what we are selling. We know everything in and out, and we are experts. A lot of people can be qualified salespeople. However, it takes knowledge, learning, and experience to be a recognized expert on a product or service. And the introvert, by skill and experience, is able to separate himself from the general salesperson crowd and dissociate from all the stereotypes of the business. And because nobody likes to speak with salespeople, but people love to speak with experts, that is where we come in. And introverts are always very well prepared for the meeting, and through expertise, then the introvert can approach a prospective client, clearly connecting a need with the solution, even at a technical level if it's needed. So the strengths that we possess allow us to make inroads where many of the best traditional salespeople cannot often break through. And we do it with far less effort, less time, stress, and even cost.